Welcome back to Inside FML. I'm your host, DZ, and with me today, I've got my guys, Asian and Aponte. What's good, boys?
Glad to be here.
Hey, let's get it going. I'm ready.
All right, today we're going to get a live look at the FML standings, cover off our games of the weeks for weeks 2 and 3, and kick off a new segment with these two geniuses, Coach's Corner. So let's get started. All right, so looking at the standings, we've got a couple of big surprises at the top of each conference. Aponte, who catches your eye in the NFC?
Easy, simple one. Philadelphia Eagles. Not someone we expected to go ahead and be where they're at right now at 3-1. Got some good success going. Let's talk about why. Number one, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the read option offense.
Read option.
If you're not careful, he's going to bust you in the red zone. Easy touchdowns for him. Right now, what you're seeing, I want to say that Jalen Hurts has about 5 touchdowns rushing. Okay, so, you've got a guy in Josh Jacobs who's pounding you down the middle. You're trying to make adjustments, and then here comes Jalen Hurts right off the outside. Easy touchdowns. He's got 5 rushing touchdowns right now. Not averaging a lot of yards, about 35 a game, but it's enough to get it done inside the red zone. And then passing the ball, he's got 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's throwing about 275 yards a game. He's got an effective offense. People can't stop it. And that's why the Eagles are 3-1, sitting on top of the NFC.
Asian, couple surprises in the AFC too. I think you want to talk about the Dolphins. Tell us about Coach Joe.
Absolutely. My guy, Coach Joe, he made a key acquisition this season with Joe Mixon. So he sent away Naheem Hines, and he brought Mixon, an X-Factor running back. A little bit slower than Hines, but he's been able to utilize him pretty well. But similar numbers. But the thing that stands out is in the 3-1 start, Joe has 11 interceptions in defense. That's pretty big, considering I think he's last or almost last in yards given up. So he's going to have to pick it up here on defense. But his offense looks like it's pretty sharp. One thing, though, to point out of the wins that he only had one quality win against an opponent with a winning record, because the other opponent he had against the Cardinals, he got smoked 41-14, and he had a good win against the Jets and the Chiefs, but the Jets and the Chiefs had combined 1-7 record, so that's not really saying much. And he's got a pretty soft schedule, so I expect Joe to make a deep run here. And I have the schedule up right now, and really, his only real challenge ahead is the Bengals and the Packers. And then he also has the Rams, but the Rams are kind of struggling too. And then, of course, he ends the season with the Jags, so we'll see. But I expect him to make a deep run, considering the start.
That's our quick look at the standings. Couple of teams surprising at the top. Now let's get to our highlights. We've got 2 new users, Blessed and Sean Lowe, in Seattle. 4th quarter, Lions up. Back to pass, and Russell's going to fire the drag route. I don't think he's in. Madden says he's in. It's a touchdown for Seattle and a late lead. One last chance for the Lions. Young QB Matt Stone, he's going to be hit as he throws. And Jamal Adams is going to make a great play with a pick. And the Seahawks survive over the upstart Lions 13-9. Big day from Jordan Brooks. A sack, a forced fumble on the day. And we go to Atlanta. 4th quarter, Giants down 6. Daniel Jones empty bunt, and he's going to roll out, and he's going to look for J.K. Dobbins, and J.K. Dobbins is going to sneak into the end zone here for a late lead, but Deshaun Watson, too much time. 3rd and 22, game on the line. Watson's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to heave a prayer that Calvin Ridley comes down with to convert the game-changing 3rd down. Falcons at a field goal, retake the lead. Last chance for Daniel Jones. Another rollout, this time left, and this prayer is not in. Trent Sheffield's going to come up with the pick. He's going to give us a little dance. He's going to get tackled out of bounds, and the Falcons are going to survive 30-28. Kyle Pitts, another huge day. 3 catches, 124, and a touchdown. Now we go to Kansas City. The Chiefs up 3 in the 4th. A chance to close this game out. Can the 49ers defense come up with a stop? Well, Patrick Mahomes is going to make the wrong choice on the RPO, and Bless One Austin's going to go 96 yards to the house to give the 49ers defense a late lead. A game-changing play from the 49ers defense. I'm as surprised as you are. But they escape Arrowhead with a big win behind the dynamite Trey Lance. 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, just the 1 interception. And now we go to Pittsburgh. Just 13 seconds left. Can the Steelers win it? Iced out field goal. It's no good. Billy Baker's got a shot. And Billy Baker off his back foot. Cam Akers with the catch of the season in traffic sets up one shot for the Cowboys to win it at the buzzer. 49 yards. And this is going to sneak through the uprights for a 30-27 win for the Dallas Cowboys. Coach Payton cannot believe it. Had the game in hand. Saw it slip away. Big game from the Steelers rookie QB Scott Hall. Darren McQueen with 2 interceptions. Cowboys. And now we go to our game of the week. Fourth quarter, tying it tied up. Najee Harris is going to walk into the end zone and tie it up at 27. Zach Wilson sees the man blitz, finds Travis Etienne, who wisely gets down, learning from his playoff mistake, kicks the game-winning field goal. Iced out doesn't bother Josh Lambo. This is going to go right through the uprights, and the Jaguars win 30-27. Zach Wilson with 394 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Let's head to Coach's Corner. Our agent's going to tell us how not to run cover 6. Coach Ponte is going to tell you how to use cloud cover 3 to stop the halfback out.
This coverage, cover 6, it's not really used all that much in FML. So you don't want to go man when you have 3 receivers right next to each other like that in the same area. So you're going to see on the weak side of the formation here, this guy who's in charge of the quarter flat, he has the hardest responsibility here because this is the biggest hole in cover 6. If you're going to exploit this, this guy has the guy in the cover quarter flat here. He has to cover both the flat and the curl. And you can clearly see I didn't go where Ruggs is going. This is not what you're supposed to do in cover 6. That was terrible. I mean, he could not be any more wide open than that. And that was just bad. And I tried to cover something I wasn't supposed to. And that resulted in the big first down. And that drive ended in a touchdown. So this is a follow-up of our last clip of how to run cover 6. Over here again, obvious passing down, 3rd and 7. And this is one of the Madden favorites again, which is a shotgun trips tight end, where you have the tight end and the running back on the same weak side. And you have 3 receivers trips. Alright. So with Ruggs all the way outside, you have the corner back all the way up, so give him some you have to respect his deep speed, and you have the corner cutting underneath. So his only throw here left is to Ruggs, but you can see here the corner is running deep for them. But you can watch here, as everyone plays assignment football as they should, it all kind of works out in our favor. You can see here, cut him off, boom, interception. And that is the correct way to set up and run a cover 6.
All right, so here we go. We're looking at the Carolina Panthers versus Dallas Cowboys late in the fourth quarter. 3:13 left in the game. Looking at their formation offensively, it's a 3-by-1 formation to the strong side of the field with a tight end. We're going to go ahead and use the backer to the strong side. So one of the big tendencies for he loved throwing a halfback out. The adjustment to that was that we were going to play a cloud coverage out of our nickel set. So what cloud means is that the corner is going to play the flat area. Okay, so any defender coming to the flats is what he's going to be responsible for. We know that halfback out is definitely a possibility. We're going to let the computer take care of that part, and we're going to use everything on the strong side. So cloud responsibility for this weak side defender is going to be, he's going to carry number 1, which is that outside receiver, for as far as he can until he sees a threat come into his area. And as you can see, Dante carries the receiver up for about a good 5-10 yards, notices the halfback coming into his flat zone, drives on it, picks it, ball game. And that's the difference between being able to take someone's tendency away and not being able to pick up on what he wants to do and that could cost you the game. So,
and that's going to wrap it up for our first ever Coach's Corner. Thank you, Asian. Thank you, Aponte. But we're not done. The march to Feelers Bowl 20 continues. GDP tonight. Interdivision rival. Bucks, Falcons. Tune in only on FML Network as we continue to see who will walk out with the Fearless Bowl 20 trophy. See you next week on Inside FML.